Ladies, let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually asked for what you wanted without shrinking, without apologizing, without trying to make yourself sound reasonable? Because here's the truth: most women don't get what they want, not because the world is cruel, but because they never dared to ask. And the moment you do, the whole world suddenly has a problem with it. Men will call you entitled. Society will say you're ungrateful. Even your own friends might whisper that you're asking for too much. But let me be crystal clear: closed mouths don't get fed. And if you're still living on crumbs, it's because you're sitting at the wrong table, smiling politely while the feast is happening somewhere else. Hi, goddess. Welcome to your feminine and wealthy era, where I talk about everything you need to learn and unlearn in other to be the best version of yourself. Today, I'm going to break down why women should always ask for more, why people hate it when we do, and how refusing to ask keeps you broke, overlooked, and unfulfilled. From the time we were little girls, we were taught one thing: be grateful. Be grateful if someone helps you. Be grateful if a man takes you out. Be grateful if a job even gives you a seat at the table. And here's the sick part: people benefit from women staying quiet. They benefit from you never negotiating your salary. They benefit from you accepting a date that doesn't meet your standards. They benefit from you saying yes when you really wanted to say no. Meanwhile, men? Men have no problem asking for everything. They negotiate their salaries like their life depends on it. They demand respect, they demand loyalty, they demand beauty, youth, and submission. And yet, when a woman dares to ask for more, suddenly the internet explodes. Suddenly, you're high maintenance. Suddenly, you're using men. It's funny, isn't it? Asking is only a problem when a woman does it. Here's the secret nobody tells you: people respect standards. They may not like them, but they respect them. When you set a boundary, when you ask for more, when you say, "This is what I want, take it or leave it," you instantly separate yourself from the crowd of women who are too afraid to speak. Think about it. A man says he wants a model thin girlfriend. Nobody blinks. Society shrugs and says, well, that's just his preference. But let a woman say, "I want a man who provides, who protects, who invests in me," and suddenly she's a gold digger, a manipulator, a scammer. Why? Because the second you ask for more, you stop being easy to exploit. And let me tell you, the people who scream the loudest about entitlement are usually the ones who were never going to give you anything anyway. That's why asking works. It filters. The moment you ask, the wrong people eliminate themselves, and the right ones, they step up. Now, here's where the feminine power comes in. Asking doesn't have to be aggressive. You don't need to yell, threaten, or beg. The feminine art of asking is soft but unshakable. It's your calm tone. It's your patience. It's your refusal to negotiate your worth. Let's take dating, for example. You want a man to plan a real date? Ask. You want consistency? Ask. You want commitment? Ask. Men are not mind readers. But here's the beauty: when you ask clearly, you give him the opportunity to rise to the occasion or expose himself as someone who never intended to. And let's talk about money. Raise your rates, double your prices, ask for the raise at work. Here's the kicker: the people who truly value you won't even flinch. They'll pay, they'll provide, they'll invest. But the ones who don't, they'll call you greedy, they'll ghost you, they'll whine. And that's perfect, because now you don't waste your time on people who were never capable of giving you more in the first place. That's the feminine advantage. You don't fight, you simply ask, and you let their response tell you everything you need to know. Now, let's flip the coin. What happens when you don't ask? I'll tell you. You become the silent woman, the overlooked woman, the woman who gives everything and receives almost nothing. You cook, you clean, you sacrifice, you bend, you shrink, you wait. And in the end, you watch another woman who dared to ask, live the life you wanted. Let's be real. The world doesn't reward silence. It rewards visibility. It rewards confidence. It rewards the people who step forward and say, I want this. I deserve this, and I won't settle for less. So let me be blunt. You're either the woman who asks for more or the woman who settles for scraps. There is no middle ground. So here's the final truth. Asking for more is not entitlement, it's survival. It's strategy, it's self-respect. People will tell you to be humble, to be patient, to wait your turn. They'll tell you not to rock the boat. But that's how women get stuck in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and lives that feel smaller than their dreams. The world wants women to stay quiet, small, and grateful for crumbs. But over here, we don't apologize for wanting it all. So the next time someone calls you entitled for asking, smile. Because what they're really saying is, you're too expensive for me. You're out of my league. I can't afford you. And that's not your problem. Ladies, ask for more or get used to less. The choice is yours. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button because at Feminine and Wealthy, we don't play small. We take up space, we set the bar high, and we never apologize for wanting everything we deserve.